Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? It is my pleasure to be here with you today again. Thank you so much. You are cooking with Forrest Brown. It is my pleasure. For those who don't know, I'm a professional chef who likes to share his little secrets from my home to your casa. Thank you again so much for watching me. It is a few more days before Christmas, and I wanted to share a recipe with you. Before that, I definitely want to wish everyone a beautiful Christmas. All the blessings to you, to your family, to your loved ones. I mean it from the heart, from my heart. Stay safe, and let's just keep praying and staying strong. Besides of that, I wanted to share something that perhaps you can make during Christmas. I'm going to make a wannabe roast beef. I'm going to make a wannabe prime rib. So what does that mean? That means I bought a bone-in ribeye. It's about 3 inches thick. But the process is going to be the same as a prime rib, as a roast beef. I'm going to season it with a lot of salt and pepper, fresh rosemary, pan sear it on all sides, finishing it off in the oven. Obviously the temperature is going to change. It depends on how big your beef will be. So for those who don't know temperature wise, a piece of meat that's rare is between 120 degrees to 130 degrees. Medium rare is 130 degrees to 140 degrees. Medium is 140 to 150. Medium well is between 150 degrees and 160. Anything over 160 degrees is well done. So keep that in mind. I hope that helps you with whatever you're making. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me. Hope everyone has a fantastic time. I will do the very best for my part. There's definitely a lot of relatives that are not here with me, like my mom. My mom has to be in a safe place right now with all this coronavirus going on, you know? So I can't be with her this Christmas. Same with my brothers. But I do have some family here with me now that I live with. So I'll be definitely enjoying a nice, comforting meal with them. I'll be making some scallops and filet mignons, some roasted asparagus, Brussels sprouts, peppercorn sauce. But that is a video for another time. Today is about a wannabe roast beef, a wannabe prime rib. So let's get started in a 1, 2, 3. So here is the piece of meat that I have. I don't know if the camera does justice, but just so you can get an idea, it's like 4 of my fingers. That's how thick it is. So the first step that we're gonna do is have the meat at room temperature. You don't wanna obviously leave the meat too long because then it could get spoiled, but you don't want it out of the refrigerator straight into the pan. You just want it, you know, a little on the room temperature side, if that makes any sense. What I'm doing, just salt and pepper all the way around. Just do that. Don't be scared of the pepper or the salt. With these kind of meats, it tends to give it a lot of flavor. And I like to season the outside, the bone, also the edges of the meat. Alright. Let's do this, it won't stay. Alright, you get the point. Pepper. Okay. Fresh rosemary. The way we do this, you just pull on the opposite direction and the leaves come right off. Smells absolutely delicious. Rosemary definitely brings me back childhood memories of Christmas. I always had a rosemary plant with lights around it and some vanilla candles. Now we're gonna just chop, chop, chop. A few more chops. Okay, and voila. So now we're just gonna pat it. Edges, bone, all of it. So when you do make this, you can make any side dish that you wish. My recommendation is there's nothing wrong with mashed potatoes and maybe some grilled asparagus or some green beans with slivered almonds, just some butter, green beans. You know, you boil the green beans, saute the almonds, a little bit of butter, that's it. But today's about the meat with a little au jus sauce, basically beef broth, a really good beef broth. You can make French dips, anything you want. A few drops of oil, not too much. Temperature high, high, high. See that smoke? That's what you want. Now, we're gonna sear each side. Time to flip. Look at how beautiful. That's what you want. Just a few minutes. And then we're gonna transfer it in the oven. So in the oven at 530 degrees for about 25-35 minutes. I like my piece of meat more on the medium side, medium cooked than medium rare. It's up to you. Remember the temperatures that I gave you? That's what's important. Just get a thermometer, stick it in right in the thickest part of the meat. Should give you an ideal, precise temp. 530, 25-35 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna let it rest for 15-20 minutes before slicing. And this meat ended up cooking a little longer than I thought it would. I left it in for 40 minutes. Started off at 530 degrees. Then I lowered it to 500. Then I lowered it to 450. Then I lowered it to 400. Finally, at the end, at 350. Time to assemble. So, moment of truth. Delish. Okay. So, some slices into a bowl. some of my au jus. And voila. And here you have it. An open face French dip. Or a prime rib. Or a roast beef. Or a bone-in ribeye. So you know I can't finish this without me not trying it. So let's move forward. Time to eat. Let's do this. Added our little rosemary for decor. And like I said, I ended up turning this into an open face French dip. Basically. Made some au jus. Threw in some sherry wine in the au jus. Any good beef broth will do just fine. So. Absolutely delicious, so simple, so flavorful. Explodes in your mouth. The salt, the rosemary, the pepper with the fat of the meat, it really does give it a delicious flavor. You could use the same rub on lamb, on any kind of meat really. If the meat is too thin, you just gotta be careful on the salt, on the heaviness of the salt. In this particular case, it was literally 3 inches, 4 inches thick. So the salt coats the meat on the outside. There you are. Coats the meat on the outside and flavors the meat on the inside without overpowering the meat itself, without being too salty. Pardonnez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Thank you so much for watching me. This is my pleasure as always. I'll see you next Tuesday for another show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And let's continue. Let's move forward. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Belated Hanukkah. All of it. Bye-bye. I'll see you next Tuesday. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.